Hello and welcome back to our top 100 board games of all time. We're Dorks Gone Wild. I'm Kyle.
And I'm Tina.
And this is our number 40. So my number 40 is Copycat, which is a big old box game that is the biggest ripoff of other games, and he admits it, which is a beautiful thing. So this has some deck building, worker placement. Buying the tiles is kind of like Through the Ages, however things slide down and get cheaper. Really love this game. It is a mishmash of everything. Box is bigger than it should be. This might only really be complete with this game. I love this one. It's easy to teach. It's also a good gateway game, right? If you can teach this to a new player, they'll learn a lot of different little mechanics that they'll see in other games. Really like Copycat.
My number 40 is Coup, and we also have Reformation, which is the expansion. It was made, well, Coup was made in 2012, and it plays from 2 to 6 players, which we love, those fun fillers that play a lot of people.
And with the expansion, it goes up to 10.
I was just going to say that, butthead. We have played this 52 times, so we hate this game. It's terrible. The worst? No, we love it. 52 plays, dude. Plays in about 15 minutes, and it is ridiculous. We love this game. And it's bluffing and deduction, and there's a lot of humor, and there's memory, which we don't have, and there's some take that, and there's even more take that, I think, in the Reformation expansion. The art is fun. It plays quick, plays a lot of people, and it gets crazy when you're playing a lot of people. Have we played? We played it up to 10, right?
We played it up to 10.
Yeah,
really well.
It's crazy to remember who's the Duke, because everybody's the Duke.
Everybody's the Duke.
And we like this game so much that our gaming group, we dressed up as the characters from Coup for Halloween last year, which was pretty epic. So that is my number 40, Coup.
So my number 39 is Splendor, which is the BGG's Game of the Year this year. Really love this game. Simple, engine building game. They use poker chips, which is such a smart idea. I really love that idea. I'm a poker player, so I really enjoy the thickness of the chips, the clay chips, moving them around. Really like that. The game's pretty simple. It really is. It's just an engine building game. The better you build your engine, the more points you're going to get. It's a race to 15 points.
Yeah.
And we've played this one 14 times, and I really like Splendor. It gets all the buzz it's getting. It deserves. 2 to 4 players, plays about 30 minutes. It's a really quick game. It's one of those games where it ends before you're ready for it to begin to end, but really like this one.
I think replayability would be the only big issue with
it
that.
does.
I hope they come out with some expansions or something.
After you play it a lot of times, you get used to everything, and it doesn't have the best replayability, I don't think, long term.
Hopefully they'll bring out some expansions or something. My number 39 is Corkle. I'm not good at this game, but I really like it. It's abstract, so of course I like it. It was made in 2006, and it plays 2 to 4 players. I've only played it 3 times. We should play it more. It plays in about 45 minutes. We played it with my stepson, and he liked it a lot. It's a good gateway game, I think.
Yes.
I mean, it's pretty simple, but it's complex in its simplicity. I mean, you're making patterns, and you got to do it all in the same color, or you have to do one of each of the designs in every color, and there's a lot going on, but it's very fun. It's very entertaining. There's some tile placement, hand management. The components are really nice. I like that there's the different shapes and stuff, because I think that helps with your...
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the colors on this one.
Yeah. It's definitely deeper than it appears. You have to pay attention, but it's really fun, and I'm glad that Michelle gave it to us. Thanks, Michelle.
My number 38 is going to be too big to have on the table for very long. But
Maybe.
Maybe not. Shogun. It is a massive game.
Huge.
Let me put this one down with the microphone. But this one is it's a game that you have this cube tower, and when you do your fighting, you put some cubes in there and stuff falls out. So you actually seed the tower. So stuff from previous turns stays in there, and they call them reinforcements. So it's got a lot of theme to it.
Yeah.
Beautiful map, beautiful artwork.
Yes.
I really like this one. We played it 6 times and have not played it correctly yet.
That is true.
The rule book stinks. It's one of my least favorite rule books ever in any game. But the game is still fun. So still try it out. I would really dive into this one, into the rule book.
Maybe watch a couple videos.
Yeah, this one gets really confusing quickly, and it's easy to miss a lot of steps in this game. But it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of conflict. I really like how this one plays. Shogun.
And I think Michael Menzel did the artwork for that one too. Dude is awesome. My number 38 is Unexploded Cow. This game is so funny. I love this game. It was made in 2001. Plays 2 to 6 players. We've played it 5 times, and it plays in about 25 minutes. It's got dice and set collection. You're trying to blow up cows, and you can plant spy cows in your opponent's armies and explode them, and they have to pay you, and it's pretty funny. It's got a lot of take that in it.
Yeah, it's definitely mean fun.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's.
You can't take this one serious.
Not at all.
It's called Unexploded Cow for a reason.
That is true. But yeah, the theme is funny. The art is goofy, and I mean all the cows have names. Like they got the details down and everything. You want to blow up cows? Who doesn't want to blow up a cow in this game? That's just that's awesome. And there's like one set amount of money, and if you run out of money, you have to everybody has to ante back up. So it's fair on that setting. But yeah, this game is really fun, and if you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it. Unexploded Cow.
So my number 37 is Istanbul. This is a great 2 to 4 player game. Actually, no. I take it back. It's 2 to 5 player, isn't it? It is
2 to 5.
It is 2 to 5 players. Sorry about that. This is basically a route game. It's almost like a pick up and deliver game where you're going around a board doing different tile actions. And the movement in this game is very interesting, where you get a certain number of movement points. So it's always tough to do exactly what you want to do. So you have to plan ahead. And it has a really nice mechanic where you're dropping assistants off to do your work for you. And if there's no more assistants, you can't do anything. So you have to kind of judge where you're going and how you're going to make a route to get back to where you want to go. I really like Istanbul. Really love it because Steve sucks at this game. So
awesome.
It makes me like this game even more because he beats us at everything. So it's
true.
It's fun to beat him at this one.
Steve. Alright, my number 37 is one we don't have, and I want it, but there's no point in us getting it because Kyle doesn't like it because he's dumb. It's Terra Mystica. It's a great game. It's a pretty game. It's a fun game. I don't know why you don't like it. It was made in 2012. Plays 2 to 5 players, and I've played it 3 times. Kyle has played it once. And it plays in about 100 minutes, but it's really pretty. The artwork is really cool, and you are a faction of mythical creatures. And there's a whole bunch of different ones that you can pick from, and each one has a different the variable player powers. Everybody has a different power that they can use. The theme is awesome. I love fantasy stuff. There's very little luck. You pretty much have to plan out what you're doing, and if you get hosed, it's because you did it.
Yeah, I'm just not the biggest fan of this one, unfortunately. To me, it's just too long for what it is. It's got some cool stuff that it does. How you get the power, how it moves around the little rondelle type system to generate action.
Why are you telling him all my stuff?
But it's not my favorite.
You just said all my stuff. You read my card, dude. What the heck? I love the rondelle part. It's like this really pretty flower, and you have to move your powers around it so that you can use your powers. And it's territory control. You upgrade your buildings, which I love. I love. And I love that Twinkie has it, and he lets us play it because you don't like it because you suck. This is a great game. I don't care what you say. And Burns has it too, so yay.
So my number 36 is Suro. This is a 2 to 8 player abstract. You're moving dragons along a tile and trying not to fall off the board. It's kind of like Tron, where when you hit something else, you blow up, basically. But amazing pieces in this game. This is one of the best made games that we own. Beautiful game. I normally don't care what a game looks like, but this one pops. We really like this one. It does have player elimination, but it's a quick game. It's 15 to 20 minutes, so very short game. Very fun to move around the board. Suro.
You have to make the noises.
You have to make the noises when you move.
If you don't, it doesn't count.
No.
My number 36 is The Duke. This game is banging. I don't even know. This game is awesome. It was made in 2013. It's a 2-player abstract. We've played it 4 times. Thanks, Burns, for telling us about it, because this game is freaking awesome. Plays in about 30 minutes. It's abstract. It's got the grid movement, tile placement, strategy, and it's got a good theme to it, but it has like expansion pieces that are totally other themes that you can incorporate in or change them out, which is really cool. But the best part about this is you move your piece and then you flip it over and it's going to do something totally different on the next move. So you have to plan, and then you have to remember that it's going to do something different on the next move. So that can be a little tricky, but it's a really cool mechanic. It gives it a cool twist. There's a little bit of a learning curve to a few of the pieces, but it's a really fun game, and it's a really good abstract 2-player.
Yeah, I really like the Duke. It's one of my favorite 2-players. It's probably the best made 2-player game.
Yeah.
So my number 35 is the Castles of Burgundy, another Stefan Feld game. This is one of our favorite 2-player games.
Absolutely.
It plays amazing 2-player. It's the only problem with this game is it gets long. It says 90 minutes with 4 players, but it
can go
way
much
longer. There's a lot of analysis paralysis in this game. You can stare at that board forever trying to figure out the best way to do it. But as far as I'm not a big fan of dice, but this uses dice amazingly.
Yeah, the mechanic is cool.
You roll 2 dice and you get 2 actions based on how many pips are on the dice. That is really cool. We just picked up the 4th expansion for it. We haven't even played it yet, so we're excited about that. But I really like Castles of Burgundy. Great game.
Yep. My number 35. Oh, this is sad. Okay, La Isla. It's Feld. When I played this game the first 2 times, I loved it, and it was in my top 10. That's how much I loved it. And each time we have played it, it is dropping every single time, which makes me sad. Feld makes me sad, man. There's too much luck involved in this game, and if you don't draw your spirit animal for this game, you just sit back and watch everybody pass you by. That is punishing and not enjoyable. So Mr. Stefan Feld, please fix that in your next game. It was made in 2014. It plays 2 to 4 players. We played it 8 times, and it plays in about an hour. And it's got action and movement programming, which I don't usually like programming. I'm not very good at it. Kyle sucks at it. And I like this. I really like this game, and I would like it more if it had less luck involved. Oh god, that kills it for me. It's got hand management, a modular board, set collection, and the art's really fun. The idea is cool. And then it's just too much luck. And you get the runaway winner. We haven't had a close game at all.
Everyone's been a blowaway.
Yeah, so it's not as much fun if it's...
Yeah, if they're not close games. Which is rare for a Feld game.
It is.
I haven't seen a close game of this yet.
Yeah, so I really liked it at first, but it has definitely dropped. I mean, from top 10 to 35 is a big drop. But that's my 35.
My number 34 is Oasis. This is probably my favorite 5-player game. If we have exactly 5, I love this game. It's an auction game where you're actually doing an offer, and other people bid on it. So the better the offer is, the more they're going to get, but you get to go earlier the next turn, and you get some bonuses for going first. So you're helping the other players by trying to help yourself too. So there's a balance in this game. Very abstract, very cool theme. When you look at the board, it kind of looks pretty bland actually, but it's a real lot of fun to play. It plays about an hour. We probably play it faster than that because we played this one a lot. Really like Oasis.
It's got camel meeples too, which is fun. My number 34 is Kingdom Builder, which we haven't played in a long time. We should play this again. And we also have the Nomads and Capitals expansions. Kingdom Builder, the base game, was made in 2011. Plays 2 to 5 players, and I think the Nomads adds the 5th player.
I think so.
One of the 2 of them do. We played it 14 times, and it plays in about 45 minutes. It's really fun, area control and area influence. It's got a modular board, but it's 4 bits, and then you're put 4 pieces, and you're putting them together, and it makes the landscape different each time, so it gives it better replayability. And it's got a cool abstract feel to it for that. I really like that it's got the extra action tokens, so you can have extra actions on your turns, and not everyone gets them, so kind of gives you a leg up there. And it's got goals. They're general goals. They're not hidden, but they're still really fun. And you're basically just building a route and building up your territory. And then the nomads and capitals give new cards and a little more variety and a few more things like that. Some more board pieces too. But it's a really fun game. The first time Kyle played it, I don't think he liked it that much. We played it with Todd.
Yeah, I was not a big fan the very first time I played it again, and I liked it more and more and more we play it, the more I like it.
Yeah, it's a really good game. I like that one.
My number 33 is Macau, which is another Stefan Feld game. Macau is one of the tougher games to learn.
It is true.
It is, well, not to learn, but to play. So this game is really deep. You have to plan ahead.
Yeah.
And if you plan poorly, you can be done quickly.
Yeah.
It has a rondelle. I love rondelles. It has dice, but it uses dice the right way. Really love Macau. We haven't played it in a while. Unfortunately, it's one of those games, the less you play it, you forget about it. You forget how to play it. So it's hard to almost have to relearn it every time. It goes 2 to 4 players. We've played it mainly with 4.
Yeah.
It plays really well with 4. We haven't done this one with 2 yet, but really like Macau.
I thought we did with 2.
Maybe.
I don't know. Can't remember now. And my number 33 is Evo, the 2nd edition. So they made a lot of changes, I guess, from the first to the 2nd editions. It was made in 2011, plays 2 to 5 players, and Bags is the only one that knows how to play it, so I've only played it once, and he needs to come back and reteach me how to play it so I can play it again. Because it has dinosaur meeples, dude. It's like the best thing ever. And purple ones. It's the best game ever. It has area movement, auction and bidding, variable player powers. Basically, you are dinosaurs, and you are having to adapt your species, and there's some mutation things going on, and you basically have to beat out the Ice Age. And it's done really well. I like it. The art and the components are really cool. You have to fight the climate changes. It's got a really heavy theme, but it's not. Is it straight up Ameritrash? I think it's a hybrid.
It's
right?
a hybrid.
It's a hybrid.
It's definitely got some meanness to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, because you're dinosaurs and you gotta look out for your species. But yeah, my only dislike is that Bags is the only one that knows how to play it, and we've only played it once.
So my number 31 is Suburbia. So this is a city building game. So if you like SimCity, I think you'll like Suburbia. It plays really quick for what it is. It's a pretty deep game, very economic game. You're trying to figure out the best strategy. It's got hidden goals, which is a lot of fun. It's got the buying system is unique, where everything slides down and you're paying a price based on how new it is on the line. So if you want something really bad, you end up paying more for it, but if you wait and hopefully nobody else buys it, it'll slide down and be cheaper for you. So there's a timing aspect of when you buy the tiles, and then how you play them is very unique. Really like Suburbia. Tina really likes this one. She'll be talking about this one later.
My number 32 is Mission Red Planet, which was already on Kyle's list. This game is fun. It's quirky, but like Kyle said in our previous videos, they are reprinting it because it has a couple of cards that you can't read or understand the text that's on them, and the iconology is not helpful. It's not helpful at all. This is one of those games, like Kyle was just talking about, little bit of text on a card. All of them have so much text. Like, I spend an hour just reading the cards every turn. I forget that quickly, and so I hope that they address that in the reprint. But it is still a fun game, and we still enjoy playing it, so that's got to tell you something. It was made in 2005. It plays 3 to 5 players. We've played it 5 times, and it plays in about an hour. But it's area control and influence. It's got hand management, simultaneous action selection, variable player powers. And the theme is cool. It's like a steampunk, astronaut-y space kind of theme, awesome, which is fun. The art is very fun. But yeah, the text is tiny on the cards too. Like, they need to fix that.
Yeah, this one, they're going to reprint it, and it needs a reprint.
Yeah, I hope that they address those. But it's still a really fun game, even with all those negatives about it. So, Mission Red Planet.
Alright, so my number 31 is Vikings.
Aww.
This is a rondelle game.
The coolest.
That really
Rondell.
has. You're not Vikings. It's kind of weird.
You're not.
You're not. So, but you are defending against them. But it has one of the best mechanics for getting tiles. It's got a rondelle and
it moves.
It moves every turn, and then there's some rules on how you acquire those tiles. But if you want a tile really bad, you pay more for it. Sometimes you can get tiles for free. It's got a great scoring system. It rewards you for doing a little bit of everything. You can't go very extreme on this game. So the weird thing about this game is you start with 10 points. I have finished this game with 7 points, which is not good.
Didn't you? I thought you finished it with like 3.
I think it was 3 or maybe 3 or 7.
It was.
I have played this game horribly. I've won it too, but I played this game horribly. It plays 2 to 4 players, 60 minutes. Really love Vikings.
Vikings is awesome. My 31 is one of Kyle's big ones, Kingsburg. And we also have the To Forge a Realm expansion. The base game was made in 2007, and To Forge a Realm was made in 2009. Plays 2 to 5 players. We've played it 10 times, and Kyle's played it a lot more than I have, I think. Plays in about 90 minutes. It's got dice rolling, worker placement, and it's got a tech tree of sorts, like you're building up your camp so you can fight the bad guys that are coming to get you. The art is fun, and you have to deal with each season, and you can only do certain things, and you get some different rewards for each season. And I am bad at this game. Like, I forget that you have to go in order on your tech tree, and I have multiple times jumped ahead without realizing until the end of the game. I'm like, oh, no, I did not win. That was not right. And one thing I like about it, though, is you can be really unlucky with your dice rolling, and you can still come back and win, or at least make a valiant effort at winning. It doesn't punish you as much as it could. And, yeah, so that's my 31, Kingsburg.
Alright, well, thanks for watching again. Soon we're going to be in our top 30 games of all time.
Super exciting. Thanks.
Trying to talk to you in high school.